Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And today I want to talk about something people are not talking about that often, and that's reputation boost officers. And they, for the one or the other, might even be a surprise in this one. But before I get into the details, I just want to say, if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet, but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel. And when you do, also click this little bell and all notifications so you will be notified when another video comes out. But let's talk about reputation. Everybody wants to build up his reputation. I do too. I'm still annoyed that yesterday evening when I was grinding a bit more, I didn't have the time to go beyond the 10 there in the points here for my Klingons, but I'm working on it. And recently we had another reputation event. Even we had a few, two in quite a short time, and there you had to grind reputation to gain certain rewards. And to do this, people always go to certain systems where it's easiest. They hunt certain ships because they bring more reputation. And they're using exos to boost their reputation. But I know that there's quite rarely talk about the officers. There are two officers everybody knows, and there are differing opinions about those. But there is more you can do about this. But let's go to the officer section, and then we talk about this a little bit. Sorted by name, so I will find them a little bit easier, I hope. It was right on the top, that's why I scrolled away from him, because one everybody knows is Alonzo Freeman. Alonzo Freeman does have a nice below deck ability to help with your reputation gains. Alonzo Freeman increases the base amount of positive Federation, Romulan and Klingon reputation gained from defeating hostiles by 20%. So only defeating hostiles, as it seems, not armadas, but still. I think it started with 10%, if I'm correct, and or remember that correctly. But that is something. It's not a gigantic boost. It's a little bit, because it's only the base amount of the reputation that's increased, but it's still a bit helpful. And I know that there are people saying, oh no, don't use these officers, because I always use officers to survive there longer, then I get more than I just by using those officers. Well, when I'm seriously grinding rep, I'm parking in that system, and so it doesn't matter how long I survive as long as I just launch from my station again. Of course, you have to have the repair materials to do that, or resources and enough speed ups. But then you don't care about how many enemies you can kill in one go, because the whole time you spend there is one go for me, because my base is there. And so for me, it gives me an advantage to have officers with whatever small bonus there is. Every bonus helps. With a vast amount of reputation you will have to grind in the end. And that also brings in the second officer usually everybody knows. And for this, I really have to scroll a bit, because that is one of our Borg officers. If I overscroll him again, yeah. And that's Ganalor, our Pucklet Borg. And he sounds even worse, because his officer ability, for which you have to put him on the bridge, increases the faction reputation gained from Federation, Romulan and Klingon hostiles by 7%. In this case it doesn't say base, but usually, as I know Scopely, it usually is only base. But maybe he boosts the whole thing, including research and everything, by 7%. Well, I'm using him anyway, because I want every boost I can get if I do that. And that's why I combine everything I can, which I know brings me more reputation. And that's why I also use Ganalor. That's also because of the way I'm doing it, parking my station in the system where I want to hunt those miners. Always hunt miners because they bring more reputation than the warships. And so it doesn't matter how fast or how slowly I'm destroyed, because I'm back there immediately, as I said. And so Ganalor is on my bridge. But that was probably something everybody knew. A lot of people were thinking about this. Will I do it? Will I not? Which way I want to do it? Rep gain officers, battle officers. That's completely up to you. But there's one more officer a lot of people don't know about, that he brings you some gain in rep as well. And for me, it's quite a number there as well. And that's Enterprise E Picard. There are officers out there, well, I still will do some tests with a few of them, but so far they didn't show that much help, that say that they boost the resources that you get from from hunting enemies. But there's something different about Picard here, the Enterprise E Picard, because in the Captain's Prerogative, it doesn't say he increases the resources gained from hostiles and armadas by 60% of base. It says it increases the rewards gained from hostiles and armadas by 60% of base. And if you look at hostiles, and I just go to the location of one of my ships because that's easiest, because I know there are those enemy ships. If you look at an enemy ship, that brings you reputation. It's next to the rewards section, and if you click rewards, you see on the top that the reputation is named here. And that's why I some time ago already, and now once again, because I wanted to make that video to know how much I get, I did a test with Picard. And Picard brings you a boost in reputation. In my case, I get about, so the standard hostiles I'm hunting at the moment are level 57 miners. There are no higher below the still for me locked level 61 plus system, so that's the highest miners I can hunt in, I can hunt in faction space. And there he brings me another 90,000 reputation per kill. And that's why you always have to have a look at the 60% of base. So it doesn't include all your research, etc., because that boosts my reputation gains much more than the officers. But as I said, I take everything I can. And he brings me another 90,000 without, and I'm talking without exos. Yeah, without exos, I have about 770,000 per reputation per kill, and with Picard I have 860,000, and so that is a gain I happily take, and that is something that helps me a lot, because I'm on my way to the 15 billion lock with the Klingons, and so I can need every help I can get. And for this I'm also using Picard, because he's bringing me more gains that helped, of course, as well with the reputation gain events. I ranked good enough for the competition we have there. So one event I was, I guess, 11th or 12th, and the other one I was top 10, so that was fine for me. And Picard was one of the reasons why that worked. And so that's another reason why I made this video, because a lot of people do not know that Picard brings this reputation gain. I tested it myself. I know exactly how much he brings me on my hostiles I'm hunting. So I can assure you that he boosts your reputation. Of course, the 60% of base. So it's very individual how much you can get. But I know exactly how much I get if I use Picard. And if I don't use Picard, I don't get that. So that is definitely a boost by Picard. And I know that there are discussions among some people. I can really assure you, I tested that once again for this video, and it still works. Of course, I want to know your opinion, especially are you one of those using rep gain officers, or do you prefer the stronger battle group? Just let me know. And if you have questions in general or video requests, you know that I regularly read your comments. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.